Coach Brad Irwin has been the head coach of the ETSU Softball program since 2010 and is now the all-time winningest coach in the program's history. And this morning, we want to welcome Coach Irwin to Daytime Tri-Cities for this week's ETSU Coaches Conversation. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm wonderful. How about you?
Oh, good. And I'm going to start with some great news. You had a good recruiting class signed yesterday.
Yes, sir. We're really excited about it. We got a lot of kids covered. We signed 5 kids in this class, and they're all from the state of Tennessee, and we're just really excited about getting them here. They bring a lot to the program.
Is it important for you to keep those in-state kids here in-state?
It is. It is. That's certainly where we start when we're looking at recruiting. We try to recruit locally as much as we can, and certainly try to bring as many kids in from the state as we can, and then we start branching out from there. But we love to get local talent and in-state talent.
And I'm going to ask you, talk to us a little bit, about you as a coach. Tell us a little bit about your background before you came to Johnson City.
Yeah, before I came to Johnson City, I was the assistant coach at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. And, my wife and I both are from Chattanooga, so that was a great place to be. We had young kids, and we were right there in the backyards of their grandparents. So, it was going to take a special opportunity to get me out of Chattanooga. And when this job came available and we started looking at it, we just couldn't pass up a chance to come up here. And once we've been here, we love this area. We love the Tri-Cities region, and don't ever want to leave. We just have found that it's a great area to raise our kids, and they're now 13 and 10, and just can't see any place we'd rather be than upper Northeast Tennessee.
You already answered my next question. I was going to ask you what brought you to Johnson City, but it seems like you're ingrained here and you really like being here.
Yeah, definitely. The university is what brought us here. Just an outstanding university first and foremost, and then the athletic department. We've been here long enough now. We've gone through a couple of presidents. We're on our second president, and we're on our third athletic director. And it's just continued to be great administration, and the way they approach athletics, and the support they give us, and just the way things are run here. It's just been tremendous. It's borne out exactly what we thought we were going to get into coming to ETSU. And then, like I said, once we got here, the region is just really drawing us in, and we just love it.
And I know you got great facilities over there. I mean, does that make it easy to recruit when you have really good facilities?
Yes, it absolutely does. We've always said that if we can once we get kids here on campus, then the majority of our job in recruiting is done. It's kind of the first leg of it is just getting them interested, and then once we get them here, the area, the university, and certainly our facilities are more than enough to get them in at that point. So if we can get them on campus, show them what we have to work with, and introduce them to the great institution and the great athletic department and the wonderful area, then it becomes pretty easy to get them signed and sealed and delivered at that point.
And I know it's tough being a coach during this time of COVID and the pandemic and everything. How's things changed for you? I mean, I know recruiting had to be a little different this year.
Yeah, recruiting certainly has been different with us being in NCAA dead period. So, we're having to do a whole lot more watching video and watching some of the tournaments. Once things started opening back up from the pandemic, some of these tournament organizations are still running tournaments, so we're able to watch some games, some live feeds and stuff like that. But it's certainly difficult. It's it's a lot different than being out there. You can't see as much on video and on live streams, but my staff has done an amazing job in keeping their head down and continue to work through it and communicating and doing as much as they possibly can. And fortunately, the class we just signed yesterday, a lot of that work was done before the pandemic hit, because we do recruit kind of earlier nowadays, at a younger age than we used to.
Right.
So a lot of that work was done, where we'll really see the effects of the recruiting dead period and not being able to be out on the road and being able to evaluate these kids in person is going to be in our next class. But we feel good about what we've done, and we've got a good base going for that next class. So, certainly we're chomping at the bit to be able to get back out and see kids in person and watch them play and really get an idea of what they're all about. So, the pandemic certainly has changed that, but like it's changed things across, all of society. You just have to make the most of what you can do and just find more creative ways to buckle down and get it done.
All right, we're looking forward to what the future holds for the Buccaneers softball program. Coach, thanks for taking some time with us today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys having us on.
And we always like to leave them with a little go Bucks, so go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
All right. There is this week's ETSU Conversation with Coach Brad Irwin with the ETSU Softball Program.